Yobe APC takes fresh action on Machina after court sacks him as senatorial candidate. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. Yobe State chapter of the All Progressive Congress APC has moved to pacify Bashar Machina after the Supreme Court ruling on Monday, which sacked him as a Yobe North senatorial candidate of the party. Now, this one is a very wrong one. If people don't know the story, let me brief you a little. Machina was actually the APC, the person that was picked for the senatorial, election in Yobe State. Ahmad Lawan asked him to replace him while he chased his presidential ambition. Well, I'm going to fill you in later. Do this in detail. Niger News understand that following the ruling of the OPS court which sacked Machina and declares the Senate President Ahmad Lawan as the All Progressive Congress candidate for Yobe North, the party has set up a reconciliation committee. The committee is to be headed by the deputy chairman of a party in Yobe, Alhaji Mohammed Alamai. This was known by the Yobe All Progressive Congress chairman Mohammed Gadaka, aka Bill Gates, during an interview with The Nation a few hours after the Supreme Court judgment. They said the outcome of a court process is an internal affair of the party, and with Ahmad Lawan as the All Progressive Congress candidate for the election, the party is assured of victory at the polls come February 25th, 2023. He added that the development does not call for any celebration because it is against one of their own. Today's judgment is in-house, so we cannot be celebrating for having victory over one of our own. What has happened is within the Yobe State APC house. We are doing this for the interest of a party and not for an individual. When you have a good candidate like Ahmad Lawan, you'll be sure that you're going to win the election, and that is what party is all about. And that is what the Yobe All Progressive Congress Party stands for, Gadaka said. The chairman added that apart from Alamai, who will chair the reconciliation committee, the political advisor to Governor Mai Malabuni, Alhaji A.G. Bularafa, will serve as the secretary of the committee. APC Yobe Secretary Abubakar Bakabe from Zone C will also serve as a member of the committee. Now, like I was saying before, because that story go too long, it go make me cut our news. The All Progressive Congress, Ahmed Lawan also contested for the presidential election. So we are told he used Mai Malabuni as a placeholder. Do you understand? He told them to hold this thing for me. And you cannot be here and there. I don't know why it was even permitted. Or I don't know it is being permitted. You cannot have your cake and eat it. You cannot eat your cake and eat another person's own. In essence. It's not okay. Now, you put him as a placeholder. But unfortunately, the position you're running for in, what's it called? In the presidency, you did not get it. I laughed at the... I won't lie. I was really laughing or chuckling at the fact that Ahmad Lawan, who is the Senate president, will be saying all this in the Dabaru, is coming out to run for presidency. I couldn't get enough laughter. As they laugh, I was like, what's in the country? So now that's been aside. Ahmed ran for the presidency and he put him there as a placeholder. Then, Ahmed continued his journey. That particular man, Machina, also continued. And then, in the elections, senatorial elections for Yobe, he won. Do you understand? For that part of the Yobe, I don't know if it is Yobe North or Yobe South. He won that particular election. And then, unfortunately for Lawan, he lost. No, I don't even know how many votes he gets. If they can't even get votes. Okay. Now, after... he lost the election. I think he came back and was demanding, it makes sense to me. It doesn't make sense. Trying to collect back, the mandate he gave to Machina. Machina was like, people don't already pick him. It not be you then vote for. And true, if you check him, not be you then vote for. Even if you have an agreement with Machina, but it not be you then vote for. They voted for Machina. In fact, to me, it would be a betrayal to those who voted for Machina for them to come outside tomorrow and hear that, now, actually, Ahmad Lawan, now get that thing. To me, it would be like a trick. And so the matter was on and they went to court and all of that. And now, to my surprise, I was thinking that justice would be upheld. But rather, they just removed the last waiting for their Justice League. It doesn't make sense anymore. It doesn't make sense at all. Sincerely doesn't. Now you're saying it's a reconciliation. What's it called? Reconciliation meeting for what? Reconciliation committee for what? You know what you did is wrong, and then you're trying to reconcile. I don't think we have Supreme Court anymore. I tell you, because I wonder what kind of sickness this country faces. My dear, I am pained on behalf of Machina. To me, this does not make sense. Somebody is exhibiting greed. Greedy. You are here and you are here. And the court is telling him you can continue with it. That is what it means. What you think is irrelevant as you are of no consequence whatsoever, keep your idea to yourself, as it is foolhardy to say that there is no Supreme Court in Nigeria where there is indeed. There is none. There is none. If there is a Supreme Court, maybe we will know, but there is none, actually. Alright. Machina was cheated out. Lawan will face humiliation at the polls. Okay, your reasoning is different from theirs. Of course, now you won't reason. They won't see it like that. But to him now, he don't win now. But let's see what now happens at the polls. Use the judicial system. All Nigerian judges have sold their conscience to the highest bidder. No more justice for the common man. No more justice for the common man. There is need for serious judicial reforms in Nigeria. Yes, now is it now that I've been shouting that the third arm of governments have been reduced to the lowest of the low? It is good for Nigerians to know what the Supreme Court judges are not the highest judge. The most supreme and highest judge is God Almighty, the just decider of any case. Okay. I did not see the hope of a common man in Nigeria. Judiciary institution and justice is for sale. Shame to Lawan. The judiciary is the biggest nightmare in Nigeria. How can the Supreme Court say someone who did not partake in the primary? That is my own. This is no longer a country but an animal farm. The judge that gave ruling should be ashamed of him or herself. So after all the shenanigans, the Supreme Court finally bows to the strength of a filthy lucre. What money cannot do, more money can do. Robbery in broad daylight. Take heart, Machina. This is Nigeria, where police station they close by 6 o'clock because of security reason. I beg, make una leave me. I hope this injustice will not haunt the perpetrators in the future. May God have mercy on Nigeria. Why are you saying we do not hunt? It will hunt now. It is already hunting. The real enemy of democracy is the judiciary. No buying of forms to contest any elected position in this country. Let the party and pick their choice and impose on a person. And they tell you, to me, even those who support this man now, they were also tricked. It is like they were tricked into supporting Ahmad Lawan. Meanwhile, who they wanted to support was, Alright. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.